Hey, how we doing, guys? Gray here, and today we've got our week 7 battle of the CGT. We're going up against Sventhoon and his Uppsala Umbreons. He is currently absolutely crushing it. He is 5-1 going into this game. We need a win desperately. Hopefully we can pick it up. Make sure to go check him out. His link will be down in the description below, as well as all the other coaches for the CGT this season. Like if you're enjoying the content, and please do subscribe if you want to catch the rest of the season. I just want to say thank you because we've just hit 200 subs. Didn't think we'd ever get to that point, but massive achievement for me. Super happy. Yeah, it kind of blows my mind. But we're going to make the push. We're going to keep going. And hopefully be able to pick up a win for that 200 sub special, I guess. I don't know. I'm rambling on. I'm going to go ahead and leave it here. Make sure... what am I doing? What am I doing? Enjoy the battle. I'll see you guys there. Okay, so here we are for the game against Sven. Gonna press A, gonna get into this, see which 6 he brings. I made some last minute changes, which honestly might make a difference in this game, I guess, but he does bring actually a team I didn't necessarily expect. No Ferrothorn is actually kind of nice for me. He does bring the Drifblim, which is going to be interesting, and Seismitoad. It's not got the greatest matchup, but I did make some last minute changes, like I said, and I'm actually worse off against it now, which is, a little bit unfortunate, but you gotta accept it. Sometimes you're not gonna have the perfect changes. No Silvally is kind of wild. I definitely expected Silvally in one way or another, but I guess he feels like Seismitoad probably does a better job of checking it. It could very well be a Rain Dance set, which would be a problem for me, actually. No Cloyster means that I can actually... In fact, no Cloyster and no Tauros. So I could almost exclusively use my Boswell to deal with this Seismitoad. He does bring Zapdos, that was to be expected, hence the Rocky Helmets everywhere. Umbreon was expected. Salazzle was a 50-50. I don't necessarily think it's got a bad matchup, but at the same time, I hopefully will be able to deal with it. No matter what its set is, unless it's like Nasty Plot, it shouldn't be able to do too much to Tyranitar. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. I'm going to lock it in. And let's get into this game. What's my win condition here? Probably going to be playing quite defensively, just because that's how my team is built. 10 out of 10 trainer card. And I think maybe a late game Thundy, if we're able to position ourselves well, should be pretty good. Okay, it's Galar, that's going to be the Tapu Koko. So let me just get Tapu Koko up. I think this may potentially be physical, just to be able to try and break through things a little bit easier. Could be Nature's Madness, could be a lot of things in fact. Regardless, my play is never to stay in. Do I live a single hit from this? Yes, unless it is boosting item. Do I want to risk that? Hell no, absolutely not. So I'll just double into Tyranitar. This normally would be where I would set up rocks, but we'll see whether or not. I need to keep this healthier for Salazzle, actually, so hopefully no Toxic on this, that would kind of suck. But we'll get a little bit of Sand Chip if he stays in. If he switches out, probably going to be into Toad. There's a U-turn. So let me just see how much this does. That's absolutely physical. 100% physical. U-turn should do... certainly not that much. Maybe Drill was the better switch in there. We'll see. If it is Jolly, U-turn would do 29 to 35. If he is a boosting item, I don't remember how much it took, but it looked like a lot. If it's a boosting item, then we'll see. That is going to be Seismitoad. Okay. Probably going to set up rocks here. Put me down to like 119, which is what, going to be expert belt maybe? Because it did 43 as a choice band. Could be choice banded, which means that I want to use Excadrill as my switch into it. I think regardless here, I do just want to go for a protect. If he sets up rocks, he sets up rocks. I do want to keep this healthy if I can. And on the off chance he just wants to go for like a Scold, then I'm kind of scouting this set out. There's going to be the Self Rocks. Maybe I should have predicted that, but it is what it is. I just want the leftovers recovery. I'm not too concerned about rocks going up, particularly. It sucks a little bit, but not too bad. I do have spin on my Excadrill, so I think... Do I want to go Reuniclus on this? What can it really do? It can knock off, that would suck a little bit. But I think knocking off the helmet here is going to be better than knocking off the AV on my Buzzwole. And if he's toxic, so yeah, that was the better play. Just generally the better play. Okay. So I'm pretty happy, I think, just to click Focus Blast here. I could click Psychic, but I think Umbreon probably comes in. If I think they're the two options, should I just switch out into Tyranitar? Maybe, but if he just stays in and knocks off, that doesn't put me in a particularly great spot. I can probably deal with the others better. So I'll click Psychic. In case he just wants to knock off. Probably going to see the Umbreon here. Actually, need to see the Koko. Okay. That is actually fine by me. I will take any and all chip damage I can get on this. That is doing over half, which is amazing, plus a Sandstorm. Plus, if this is choice banned, I can just click Recover here. How much does a Wild Charge do to me? Just out of interest. Wild Charge would do a lot. Assuming that's choice banned, because I don't think there's any other way he could potentially have done that much damage to me, so I'm just going to click Recover on this potential U-turn. If we see Roost, then I don't know what the item on this thing is, honestly, because Expert Belt looked like it didn't do enough. Am I right, Tyranitar? That damage is amazing though. If I can get Rocks up a little bit later, I may not even need to get Rocks up, honestly. If he just U-turns here, then I recover off basically all the damage that I take. Yeah, there's the U-turn. That's going to do just over half. That brings me to 87. You're going to see I'm Rocky Helmet as well. But I will just click Recover here. So that did 57. It must be Adamant. It's got to be Adamant. That's the only way. Yeah, that's like a mid-roll for Adamant. So we're back up to 93%, which is definitely usable. And that Koko is on such a heavy timer. And Torn looks great once that goes down. Goes into Madame, that is the Salazzle. Somewhat to be expected. What can Salazzle do to me? Maybe it's Venoshock and I don't really want to take that hit. Because I'm poisoned, Venoshock would do a lot. Let me just check how much it would do. Venoshock from Life Orb would do 60-ish%. So I'm just going to go out into Tyranitar, set up the sand again, get a bit more chip on things. If he clicks Toxic, so be it. If he clicks Sub, I have the Rock Blast. So not the end of the world. It depends entirely on what the set is. Gonna take some Rocks damage, set up the sand, and see what he wants to go for. He could, like, Sludge Wave, Flamethrower. So, I'm at 112, that put me down to 88. So 112, 54, down to 43. So that did 11%. Means that he is certainly not, I mean, clearly he's not Life Orb. Don't know what makes me think that maybe he's not Life Orb there. And I will just click, I mean I could click Earthquake. Could click Earthquake here. I don't hate that, because if he goes into Seismitoad, that's damage. He's going to Toxic, so this will die. Right, even if he is Shucker, I don't think there's any way that this lives. Yeah, so Salazzle goes down, Tyranitar picks up a kill. He gets to go into... So this doesn't, like, live infinitely now, which is a bit unfortunate. But Salazzle going down, kind of nice. Yeah, we're going to be racking up some chip damage. If he goes into Zapdos, I think I just go hard into Reuniclus. because realistically that's Reuniclus's role now in this game. It would be great for Seismitoad as well. In fact, Reuniclus does look pretty good for quite a few things. Pip, that's probably Zapdos, right? Yeah. Okay, so I could Protect and scout what he wants to go for, but if he has a sub-bulk up set, that's not going to gain me much. Because I would just lose more health. I think I just want to go out into my Reuniclus. If he U-turns out into Zapdos, this is Zapdos, into Coco, then I'll be able to check damage on that. If he just clicks Brave Bird here, he just clicks Brave Bird, but it's going to be U-turn. Cool. And that is Scarf damage, I believe. That is Scarf damage. Let me just double check on that though, because I think this thing can be adamant as well. Choice Scarf. I was at 93%. U-turn. Okay. This comes in. This thing can be annoying. I still think my play, regardless, is just to go into Tyranitar. Is that my play? I could also go into Taunt and taunt it. I don't think that's a terrible play either. I can taunt it, U-turn, go into Tyranitar. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I think that's the best course of action. Because this could be Hex. There's a strong chance with the amount of Toxic that's on his team, this could be Hex. And it won't do that much unless he is Calm Mind up. So Shadow Ball comes out. We're going to scout for damage on this. That puts me down to 119. It's pretty offensive. I think that's pretty offensive. So actually I could just click U-turn here. Could just click U-turn. I mean, nothing else is knocking me out, right? What's this switch in if he is going to come in on anything? I guess it would be the Coco. But Coco is going to die real quick. So I'm going to taunt this first. Just in case he wants to go for anything. Like Calm Mind or whatever. And if he goes out into his Umbreon, taunting Umbreon is fantastic. 36% I did. So it looks like it's modest. Does it look like it's modest? I would assume it's probably going to have enough speed with like Unburden. Because it's not Flare Boosted. It was, unless he is expecting me to click Willow on something, then it's not Flare Boost. Okay. I mean, this isn't terrible either. Taunting this. And then I can just, double into... what would be my switch into this? I guess I could double into Buzzwole at this point. Regardless, I think U-turning is a play. Have we seen an item on this? I don't know if we have. How much is my Reuniclus taking from Seismitoad knockoff? There's defensive Stealth Rock, which I just have to assume that it is. My Reuniclus doesn't take too much. That did not a lot, honestly. So whether or not I want to go into... Because I could go Buzzwole. Buzzwole immediately pressures something. Could definitely... Yeah, I think Buzzwole is fine no matter what here. Like, if he knocks off my AV, he knocks off my AV. Like, realistically, the things that I needed AV for, I don't need AV. And if he's physical on this, then that's even less of a problem for me. Scold, okay. If I get burned, that would suck a little, but... No burn. You love to see it. This does seem like a pretty free Drain Punch. His switch-ins don't necessarily exist. I can Drain Punch into Ice Punch if Drifloon comes in, or I can just switch out. Drain Punch does seem fine. I have no qualms in cooking Drain Punch. If he eventually burns me, he eventually burns me. But that's respectable damage. Close Combat will do roughly double that, so I think he's just going to continually scold until he potentially burns me. He's not going to burn me though. How much is this doing out of interest actually to... yeah, he's going to shake off the taunt, that's fine. How much is this doing to other things on my team? Let me just have a quick look at Reuniclus, whether or not that is actually, like, taking anything. As my headset has just come unplugged. Reuniclus doesn't take a lot at all. I should just be able to go into Reuniclus and then recover up. If I can get myself healthy, then I'm able to check more things. Hopefully he doesn't double hit. Would suck a little bit. No, he just scolds. So this shouldn't do too much. A little more than I would like, but I should just be able to recover here. Yeah, that put me from, what was I at, 100 HP? So 50 down to 62. About 20%. That's a mid-roll for it. So yeah, I'll recover up. If he has knockoff as the last move, then unfortunate, I guess. But I feel like he would have clicked knockoff by now. Earthquake? I didn't check that. Please don't kill. We lived on one. Holy shit. Should have checked the earthquake. See, we like to live dangerously here. I mean, that has to have some attack investment. I will recover again. That was insane. I'm terrified. Quite frankly. You crit me? That looked like a crit, yeah. Good job. He didn't get that the turn before. I will say that much. I'm quite happy to recover spam because honestly this Reuniclus now doesn't look like it's going to be very easy to break for him. Knowing what his team is. Just trying to think if he has like... I mean he can wish pass into Coco. I guess that would be like his best way of trying to get back into this game. This thing being physically defensive, what is my Excadrill doing to that? About 40% min to max fizz death. That's not max fizz death, what am I talking about? Yeah, actually no it is 40% min. He is just going to continue to Earthquake. That's not a crit. Which means, yeah sure I'm just going to be recover spamming, but it's my way of just preserving Reuniclus. It just kind of doesn't die too much in this game. Would this be at enough health? What have I got? 5 minutes. I'm fine. 173. Would I be able to take 2 Zapdos attacks at this point? Assuming that it is just Scarfed. It seems like a Scarfed. I don't think it'd be U-turn with Bulk Up. What am I looking at? I'm looking at Excadrill. Why am I looking at Excadrill? Reuniclus. I just want to make sure that... Okay, U-turn should never 2-hit KO me, or if it's Adamant. 46, so no, it should never be able to 2-hit KO me. I will just go for a Psychic here. Get some damage off on this Toad. He's going to Scold. That's fine. Psychic, get some damage, I recover. That does not that much. Not much at all. Seismitoad. I mean, I could have had... what's it called? You know, the move, the grass move, the energy ball. I don't, but I could have had it. I'm once again just going to recover. I can win this 1v1. I think his best way is genuinely just to try and stall out my turns here. Do I want to go for one more recover? How many recovers I got left? 11, yeah, I'll go for one more. I'm not too worried. Because he can just Earthquake spam. And yeah, now I'm back at full. That's where I want to be. So I'll go for another Psychic. Just going to go for another Psychic. He struggles to really break this at all. So I'm kind of fine. At some point I'm sure he will just go out into the Umbreon. Maybe he goes out to Umbreon now. Nope, he's just going to stay in. He's just going to, I don't know, try and take this 1v1. I'm guessing he's going to like get me low so I get into recover range. There's a Spadef drop. I don't think he's going to want to stay in now. So I do want to just switch out into Taunt at this point, because I can taunt an Umbreon if Umbreon comes in. I don't care about getting burned or any of that shit, so yeah, now he's going to switch, and we're going to see Umbreon. You love to see it. You know, when you make the switch and then the thing happens that you want it to happen and it works out. Beautiful. Okay. So I am just going to taunt this. Not going to care at all, I'm just going to taunt. He knows I've got it, but I don't want him to be able to wish anything up, so if he switches out, that's fine. If he goes Coco, I go into Drill. He's just going to protect. If I was Nasty Plot, if I was a weird Nasty Plot set here, then he would have been in trouble. Do I want to just U-turn on this? Because there's a chance he switches out. Do I care that much? I don't think I care that much. I'm just going to click Taunt. If he goes into Coco, I just double into Drill. And reveal that I'm Rocky Helmet Drill. If he stays in, he stays in. He's going to withdraw. Is it going to be Coco? Nope, just back into the Toad. Knowing this can't really do too much to me, I am quite happy just to click Hurricane here. I don't think he can break me, I just need to play to timer. Because if I run out of time, that'll be bad. If we've got more time, we've got more time. So I will click Hurricane here. He has got the Drift Limb in the back. We land the Hurricane as well. And we crit. There's no way it does that much normally. Nope. That's nice, actually. That's really nice. Getting rid of Toad is great for a lot of things on my team. Honestly, how has he not got a burn yet? Granted, he's clicked Scold against things that wouldn't get burned, but I'm just going to click U-turn this time. In case he wants to preserve this as a sack, I guess. I could have just Hurricaned. Maybe staying in was the better play there, but I don't know. I feel pretty confident that between like Drill and Reuniclus, I should be able to deal with the rest of this team. The Drift Limb, yeah, that's going to knock it out. Shout out to Torn, finally doing something this season. I have used this thing like absolute shit. It's finally doing something. Reuniclus covers the vast majority of his team. Yeah, that means I can also just go Excadrill. I might be able to set up rocks here. That's what I'm thinking. If I can set up rocks, then I'm in a great spot. He sees that we're Mold Breaker. We're not actually Sandrush this week. So that was mainly for Uxie, because Uxie was a problem. He can go into Umbreon. If he goes into Umbreon, I actually probably will just set up rocks, because he doesn't have removal. Could have probably done this earlier, actually. Goes into Pip. That was to be expected. And I just go straight onto Reuniclus. I'm actually relatively low on Reuniclus, but still, I think this is my play. I still don't think there's any reason for me to do anything else. If he Brave Birds, he Brave Birds. Breaking Reuniclus is kind of big for him, so he does just U-turn. So a little bit more chip, and that's going to put us at 73. I need to get a recover off at some point. What do I recover on? Would love to have called his bluff there. Perhaps I should have, but at the same time, like, I got a fairly safe switch. Yeah, this thing comes in. I just go back out into Torn. Yeah, just go back into Torn. He can double and go into what? Coco, I guess. So he just Shadow Balls, that's to be expected. And That puts me down to 116. It's actually the same roll, I'm pretty sure. And I will just U-turn. Unless this is scarfed. If this is scarfed, it may actually knock me out, I think, with that spare drop. If it's a scarf, then that's a wild bring. I don't think it is, by any means. And I'm more than happy to just click U-turn here. So yeah, he's going to switch. Okay, so we get momentum. Fantastic. Oh, and it's going to be this? Even better. 3 rocks. I actually don't want to knock this out with U-turn. So if I could not knock it out with U-turn, that would be absolutely perfect. Would genuinely make my day. You know, that's perfect. I genuinely couldn't be better. I go into drill, I click rocks. Go into drill, click rocks. And make life really difficult for him. Because he's then taking so much residual on the rest of his mons. Only Umbreon will be able to kind of deal with this. I mean, I say that. He's going to die to Rocky Helmet here, so I'm going to click rocks. Unless he's Nature's Madness. In which case I know he's locked into Nature's Madness. He just U-turns, so he's going to die to Rocky Helmet. That does a lot of damage. I don't think it was worth it, but it did a lot of damage. Torn looks borderline unbreakable at this point. Just going to click rocks. What's my lose condition here? Assuming he is Scarf on the bird. Losing Reuniclus would not be too bad, because Reuniclus doesn't beat anything else on his team. It's literally just the thing. Is this going to take rocks or is it boots? Okay, it's going to take rocks. It's Electric Seed, so it gets a defense. This could be problematic. This could be problematic. Just want to go hard into Thundy. How much is Thundy taking? Thundy from Driftbloom that looked very much modest. At +1. Shadow Ball would potentially knock me out. I think this is... No, that's too aggressive, because then I can't revenge this. But does he just win? That is also the question. I think I can just stay in. I just stay in and click Iron Head. Yeah, it's going to Calm Mind. This should still do some decent damage. Yeah, that does a lot. I think now he has to Strength Sap. Would this be a throw? No, because I still killed Torn. If he Shadow Balls here, then I get my Cuss Sap. Yeah, there's a Strength Sap. So he's going to outspeed me. And I really hope, because according to my calcs, I should never die here. Should never die. If he crits me, potentially not in the best spot. Tyranitar might be able to come in and revenge. Just trying to think of like any other potential endgame that would really suck for me. So, best case scenario here is he doesn't kill me, I get this Thunderbolt off, kill him, and then he goes into Zapdos, so I get my Cuss Sap and kill that as well. That would be best case scenario. And it would leave just an Umbreon left. That I believe my Tornadus should just be able to 1v1. If he has something that hits me harder, somehow, than Shadow Ball, then that could be problematic. But we'll see. I think he's probably Acrobatics. He's going to Shadow Ball. Please live this. Please, please, please. Lived on 3. Okay, so Thunderbolt will knock this out. And then hopefully he goes into Galarian Zapdos to try and revenge kill me, and I'm going to pop my Custap and be able to kill with Thunderbolt. That would be just the best, best turn of events. Because if he goes into Umbreon, it's too passive. Fuck, he goes into Umbreon. That's fine, that's fine. Do I just want my damage on this? I don't think that's necessarily too bad. Do I need to preserve differential here? I could also just go out into Tyranitar, I guess. Like, I don't think he ever kills Tyranitar. I mean, I might be able to spin and bring this back in and Custap. So yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. Just going out into Tyranitar. Preserve the Custap just in case the endgame requires me to keep my Custap. If he's Baton Pass, then I let him pick up a kill on something, I guess. Foul play, absolutely fine by me. Absolutely fine. Do I want to just double into Torn here? Yes, yes I do. Because I don't think there's any world in which he's clicking Toxic. He is lefties, good to know. So just double into Torn, covers the Zapdos switch again as well. And yeah, that's my best play, because it covers everything. Unless he Toxics here. Which I don't think he would do, but I mean it'd be a good play if he did. He's just going to quick Wish. I don't care if he goes out into Zapdos, I think, at this point. So I will just taunt this. He protects, he protects. I don't think he can do much. Yeah, I just taunt this. No reason to do anything else. If he's just mono attacking with Foul Play, then this is my best play. I've still got outs against Zapdos, so yeah. Got Toxic, so just making sure this thing can't do enough to me, effectively. I could go out to Buzzwole here, actually, because the only thing he can do is Foul Play. So yeah, I'll U-turn, and if he switches, then that's also fine by me. I'm not going to switch. Yeah, I can go with Buzzwole. Go Buzzwole and just click, what? Ice Punch into close combat. It's Foul Play, shouldn't do a lot. And my Buzzwole. Can the Sand end? Just because I don't want to keep taking his chip. Yeah, I'll Ice Punch into close combat because if he takes too much damage, his taunt ends. Taunt doesn't end. Okay, so yeah, I click Ice Punch here. He has 58 seconds. We are better for time. And if he goes into Zapdos, yeah, he's going to take a shitload of damage from this. He might even just die. Can't remember what range he's at. I think this potentially dies here. So yeah, Ice Punch is going to do not quite enough, but this Sand subsides. F, you hate to see it. Do I want to just sack Thundy? I can also go into Torn. I could also just go Torn. Yeah, let's just do that. No reason to really do anything else. Preserving differential, I know it seems greedy, but preserving differential is huge here. He has Drill Peck. Yeah. So now I just double. That does a lot of damage. That was a crit. Okay. I was about to say that did way more damage than I was expecting it to. I'll just double out into my Excadrill. He dies if he attacks. If he goes into Umbreon, I just click Rapid Spin. So that I guess I don't lose to this thing regardless. But I think he just stayed in Drill Peck here. If he wasn't Scarfed this whole time, No, I think he is. So that's going to go down. Buys the Rocky Helmet. So it's just an Umbreon. Just the Umbreon left. Like, Umbreon will do enough to me, unfortunately, with foul play. Can I lose this game from where I'm at? Like, as much as I want to preserve differential, I mean, I can just go into Torn. My entire team is crippled a lot, but I can just go into Torn. If he Toxics, he Toxics. Maybe that was not the correct play. He does Toxic. Good play. Regardless, I will just click, what, U-turn? Click Taunt into U-turn, knowing that he can't do enough. He can protect here, get enough health back, but that doesn't bother me that much, because I can still recycle, like rinse, recycle this, basically. Means he can't taunt my my Buzzwole. He's going to protect, that's fine. I will once again click Taunt here, just to prevent him from being able to do anything. In fact, the Taunt is super obvious, maybe I just double out into Buzzwole, honestly. Expecting him to want to go for foul play, maybe I just click U-turn and go out to Buzzwole. I don't think that's bad play at all, because he won't kill me with foul play. Worst case scenario is he, what, clicks Wish. And I should be able to just Drain Punch myself back up to like a good amount of health. Like, it certainly will be enough that I don't think he can stall me out. If he Toxic again, great play. Foul play. Yeah, that's what I thought. I think he was going to always want to try and get that damage. So, yeah, now I will just click Drain Punch into close combat, I think, and should be able to clean up this game. Drain Punch first, though, just to get the health. We are incredibly weakened. Like, it's not like this has been a close game, a 6-0 kind of game. But maybe I've added too much time onto this and convoluted things more than I potentially should have, just to preserve differential. Or a single differential point, but you know, it is what it is. I'm just going to click Drain Punch again. He has 15 seconds left, so I don't think there's any chance of him actually winning this game. Click Drain Punch, he can Wish if he wants to, that's doing too much damage. Because at some point he has to click Toxic, right? He can Wish Protect all he wants, but at some point he's actually got to click Toxic. There it is. And I will just click CC to wrap up this game, because he needs like multiple Toxics, or ticks of Toxic, to be able to win this game, and I don't think he can ever do that. I think close combat will always be able to knock him out from this range. Even if it doesn't, we should be able to knock it out with something else. So I will just close combat, and yeah, that's a 6-0 win. Ooh, I mean, I did well in my mock, so I felt fairly confident. Crit didn't matter. Crit absolutely did not matter, but feels good. Feels good to get a 6-0 win for against Sven as well, who's been doing really well. Good game to Sven. Sorry my team was so incredibly stally, but honestly that was my best way of dealing with you. I didn't have much in terms of offensive answers, particularly in this game, so this was realistically my best bring, and it paid off. Very happy with how this team performed, and yeah, that 6-0 win is big for playoffs. That improves our differential greatly, massively, and in the last 2 games, I think we just need to win one and not get battered, effectively, to make playoffs. Because we're 4-3 now. 1 out of 2 games needs to win. And that's all it is. I've been known to throw when I hit 4 wins, so, you know, I'm going to be grinding as much as I can to try and win those games. But yeah, with that, I should probably go ahead and wrap up this video. You'll love to see, I think we're now 4-3 plus 5, if I had to just say, in case of where we are. I'll try and go over a table prior to next week's game. I keep forgetting prior to our own games. So yeah, I'll try and get that sorted prior to the next team builder instead of afterwards. I'm rambling. If you enjoy the video, please leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already. About half the people who watch my videos aren't subbed. It's free and the support is greatly appreciated. If you don't want to sub, don't sub. But yeah, click the button, doesn't cost you anything, and there'll be more content in the future, but we're nearly 200 subscribers, so I'd love to get there. Channel's been doing much better recently, so yeah, would absolutely love to reach 200 subs. And yeah, make sure to go check out Sven. His link will be down in the description below, as well as all your coaches for the CGT this season. And until next one, have a great day, guys. Peace.